You're about to inherit a question that can destroy your financial future, and it has nothing to do with taxes, nothing to do with bad investments, nothing to do with market crashes. $124 trillion is changing hands right now, the largest wealth transfer in human history. And the science shows that most of it will be gone within one generation. The reason? A question nobody prepared you to answer. According to Cerulli Associates, by 2048, $124 trillion will transfer from baby boomers to the next generations. To put that in perspective, that's larger than the GDP of the United States, China, and the European Union combined. Millennials alone will inherit $46 trillion, more than any generation in history. And yet, a Citizens Bank survey found that 72% of Americans don't feel prepared to manage a sudden financial windfall. Not 12%, not 30%, 72%. And the ones who feel most prepared are often the ones who should be most concerned. Psychologist Stephen Goldbart spent decades studying people who suddenly acquire significant wealth. He called what he found sudden wealth syndrome. The symptoms aren't reckless spending, not greed, paralysis, guilt, isolation. Inheritors leave substantial fortunes sitting in low-yield checking accounts for years, while inflation quietly eats it every month without asking permission. Stop and think for a second. Would you invest this money the same way if you had worked every hour to earn it? Most inheritors wouldn't, because to them the money isn't just money. It's a dead parent's life work. It's decades of sacrifice. It's an identity that arrived before they had time to build their own. And here is where the financial damage begins. Not in the market, in the mirror. The secret that separates inheritors who thrive from those who lose everything will be clear in 1 minute. But first, you need to understand the invisible weight you're already carrying, because most people never do. When you inherit money, you inherit a question you didn't ask for. Who am I supposed to be with this? And most people answer that question with fear. They invest to honor the person who left the money, not to grow it. They spend to match the lifestyle they think they're now supposed to have. They freeze, terrified of being the one who lost what someone else spent a lifetime building. You're trying to protect your parents' life work. And that fear, that invisible psychological weight, is exactly what makes the money disappear. Not in one catastrophic decision, silently, gradually, over years, in 1,000 small choices made from the wrong question. The research on inheritors who actually grow what they receive is consistent. They all made one shift. They stopped asking, "What would my father have done with this?" and started asking, "What does this capital make possible for the person I am building?" That's not philosophy. It's the difference between capital that compounds and capital that quietly disappears. Because every decision made from fear, preserving instead of growing, freezing instead of allocating, has a real cost. One that grows in the background every month, whether you're thinking about it or not. The gilded cage isn't built from the money, it's built from the story you tell yourself about what the money means. $124 trillion is changing hands. Most of the people receiving it will never have this conversation. They'll manage the money, but they'll spend their lives trying to be worthy of it, instead of building something new with it. And that difference, quiet, invisible, entirely psychological, is the most expensive line on their balance sheet. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button. And if you want to see what the system isn't designed to explain, subscribe. The game doesn't change, but when you understand the rules, you can finally start to win. Insight Re Money.